Comparison is the thief of joy. That's a quote by Theodore Roosevelt, who was president of the United States from 1901 to 1909. That's over 100 years ago. That quote has a very negative view on comparison. Comparison has to have like a function, because or else it would be waved out of human existence, because everything we have does serve a function. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Francis Drake, and this is the channel where I improve me. I try to figure out the ways that we can take our struggles, all the obstacles and stuff that's standing in our way, and turn them around on the head so we can enjoy our lives more, and I can enjoy my life more, and not make those obstacles stand in the way, but rather use them to my advantage. We humans evolved 130,000 years ago to become the Homo sapiens that we are today. That means that if you took a guy from that time and you place him right here, he can learn the same thing as you and me. It would look the same and all that kind of stuff. When this 130,000-year-old guy evolved, they only lived as hunter-gatherers in groups of approximately 100 people. Back then, comparison probably, I'm no scientist, but I would say that probably it served some function to kind of keep the balance between you and the others. So you saw something that you didn't have, that you kind of wanted or compared yourself with, and then it helped you to work towards getting that thing. Back then, you saw the people around you more intimately and all the time, so you also saw their flaws. You saw something that was good in you, and then you saw some stuff that was good in others and bad in others and good in others. So it was like a healthy balance between inspiration and pain that you got when you compared yourself to others. Fast forward until today. We get the internet, we get Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, and what does that do? It brings us access to the people all over the world. Everybody can share stuff from their lives online to get recognition and validation and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you also just want to inspire somebody. And then on the other end, you receive all this. But on Instagram, it's not like it's only one photo. It's like you look at a photo, then you scroll, and then see another photo, and then you scroll. And all those photos you see, 99% will be highlights of the person's life, because they don't want to post like the boring stuff that's going on. And it's also just taking a photo and making it seem like really boring is hard, because you can do whatever with that photo. And today Instagram is only 10 years old. Remember that. Like what the hell happened? And Instagram is like a comparison machine. So when you scroll, you see a guy with a Lamborghini, and you see somebody skydiving, then you see your friends hanging out having fun, then you see someone swimming in blue water, and your brain, this is not you consciously, your brain thinks like it compares you. All of that kind of stuff is something that you could have. Or no, actually, it's something that you should have, it says to you. Why don't you have it? And then some part of you or whatever, it realized that you can't have all of that. Maybe The Rock can do that, but you can't. And then the inspiration kind of fizzles out. And what you're left with is the pain of not you being good enough to have achieved any of that. It makes you feel inadequate, because our brains, probably subconsciously, thinks that this is reality, that this is like all the other people are having it. And probably not only that this person is having it like that and this person is having like that, but it thinks that this is like one person, all people have it like that. The biggest damage it's probably doing is that it makes us want to follow other people's lives more than we follow our own lives. At least that's what it did to me before, when I struggled a lot with comparison. I watched vlogs and Instagram, and I looked at all the awesome things that other people have, and I forgot my own life, like what was cool with my life. And we only have one, so we gotta make sure that we flip that on the head. So if you do compare yourself a lot, there is a solution to this, and I think it's our responsibility to turn around and actually make this fight, because no other generation before us had this problem. Nobody had a device in our hand with the whole world of access, where apps are designed to suck us in using our primal hardware, that is our minds, with dopamine fixes, that these things that keep us on for hours. We want to stay on them at night, we want to stay on them in the morning. But what you can do is that you can start to focus on your life. You can look at all the great things that you have in your life, all the friends you have, the health you have, the family you have around you, the opportunities that are out in the world, and you start to focus on that, making this life your movie. Maybe write down what you're happy about. Start to see around you the small things. Maybe if you don't see like huge stuff, start with the small things, because when you focus on that, they will grow. Through social media, it's everyone else's life that you are focused on. And the primal software we had, that we still have, that's the same as 130,000 years ago, is hooked on this software. And the big companies, Instagram, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but they actually do this. They make our minds be hooked, so we stay on there, so they make money. And it's up to us to turn that around by starting focusing more on our lives. And we are the generation that has been thrown this in our faces, and we are the ones who need to handle this. And this is the way we do it. We do it by getting aware of how it's controlling us or making destructive patterns in our lives. And then we turn around and we find solutions, so how we can overcome it and better that relationship that we have with technology. Okay, so I hope that gave you something. I think that we can win this fight. So that's it. I'm Francis Drake. This is the channel where I improve me, and I see you on the other side. Oh, we got a fight over here. You know, this comparing a little bit. You guys comparing to the big guy, that's not a good thing, guys. That's a thief of joy.